Hey, I'm Skeets with Bolt Outdoor Lighting, and today we will be doing hardscape lighting replacement, and here we go. Okay, so what we have right here is an LED hardscape fixture that we're going to be replacing. It is definitely mortared in really well. You cannot get that out at all. So what we'll be using is an oscillating multi-tool, and I'll be digging it out here and here and on top. Here we go. What I like to do here is take a Phillips screwdriver and stick it into where the crack that I just made with the multi-tool. I stick it in and I kind of pry up and down, try to get some of that mortar off the sides here that are stuck in. Let me go back. See if anything wants to move. You see? Once you get one corner, you just keep pulling. And there it is. See the two wires that are coming out? Those will never come out at all. They're cemented in. So we're just gonna cut those. Like a dentist, you know, it's like a cavity fill. Because then you have to dig this out. So what I like to do now is measure that the piece that was in there was 4 inches. So I'm gonna go 2 inches right here, and that'll be my center mark of where that piece was. And I'll go get the next LED and I'll find the center of that, and we'll go from there. So right here we have your old LED hardscape light that I just took out, and here is our new hardscape LED. It's about double in size. The great thing about this hardscape LED is that this LED is replaceable. These 2 screws, you take them out. If this ever goes bad, you just buy another one of these and just pop right in. Keep the wiring the same. Everything is just play. Plug and play. So here you have this where you have to completely replace this, and here you just plug and play. 2 markings here, center of the fixture, and a marking at each end to see how long I have to cut this out. And we're just gonna cut a nice slither in here and go from there. So now what I do is I take the piece, and I took the corners off this one, which is just 2 little tin snips on this side, is I shove it in, and when I shove it in, I see where the wear points are on this, and if it gets stuck, I will use wherever I see scratches as to where I need to continue to keep on using the oscillating tool. So now I'm going to find my center point in here that I had marked previously, put it on center, slide it in, see where it hits, give it a nice push just to see where it's at. It actually looks pretty good. So as you can see, if you look at it, it's getting hung up somewhere there, and a little here and a little there, which is okay. So all I know is that there's a spot in there that I need to just take out a little bit, and it'll slide right in, which is that scratch right there. And that's nice and solid in there. Look at that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull her out right here. See, my wire right here is coming out here. Just gonna look down where I started and just drill a hole straight through here, out the back, for our wire to go through. So I always like to start with a claw hammer when I'm digging, because in this particular yard there's irrigation, and if you start with a shovel, you never know what you're going to run into. You could hit a hose, you could hit the connection and cut it at the point, and then you might not have enough wire to make a connection again. So I always start right here at the base, and as you can see, why I do that is because as soon as I did that, you found one of your main circuits that's coming through, your 12-2. So now what we're going to look for is our smaller wire. So as you can tell, I found the Hardscape LED's wire. I can tell that because it's a smaller wire, and I could tell that because the wire that was coming off the original Hardscape light. So here I'm just going to keep on gingerly trying to find where the wire nuts are, and there you go. As you can tell, it's good that we're servicing this. It's because the actual wire nuts have come off. Now what we also want to remember is that there's probably, of course there's one connection here, but now there's somewhere down here there's another connection. This is why it's very important that when you're doing landscape lighting, you also leave a little bit of a belly, or what we would call a little bit of slack here. So just make a small coil and then use a sod stake, because look, this is how much room now you have to make your connection, which there's enough. But say I needed to cut off some here, you barely have any left, and this is tight. That's all you have left. So always leave a little bit of a belly here when you're doing your landscape lighting and your hardscape lighting. So if you need to change something in the future, you have a little excess. So here what we're going to do is we're going to take our hammer drill. We're going to go pretty much, this rock right here is going to be our guide. We're going to follow this rock all the way to the back here. We're going to pop out the back, and that's where our hole is going to be for our wire. So I'm going to start off slow here, right in this corner. Just nice and easy. Just to get through the first part of mortar. Alright. So now what do I like to do is I take flag. You can take anything. It has a little stick. I like to come, just poke it through. Now that's going to be our fish tape and our guide for our wire off of our hardscape. Take the hardscape. I'm going to attach this to here. So I'm just taping this on as gingerly as I can, not too much. The hole isn't that big. Sometimes it'll fall off and we'll just have to guide it through. Usually it's pretty good. So here we go. And feed it through. And there we go. As much as you can. And what I'll do is I'll just secure this with a little caulk. Before I put it in, I'll put a little bead of caulk on top of the plate, shove that in, and that'll secure that. Wire comes out the back right here. Leave, I would say about cut here, just so if you ever need to do any more wiring. And we just wire it in here. 2 DBY connectors. DBY connectors right here. They're filled with grease, so when you put your connection in here, when we make a crimp here, put this in, the wire is feed out the side, and then we close it. It's water resistant and it keeps all the bugs out. So I have two cables over here. I have two cables over here. Now it doesn't matter which one you connect them to, as long as one goes to one, one goes to one, one goes to one. But you can't do three on this one. No, you want to do one to one to one to one. So this circuit goes to this circuit. But if you want to even do it better, what you can do is, if you look at this cable here, you can see that there's two different sides to it. One's going to have a ribbed, you can't see this, but one's ribbed. One has writing on it. Same thing on this side. One has writing on it, one's ribbed. What you want to do is you just want to match up like ones, just in case they ever go into they run it in a circuit. So I just like to do it. So I just wire that one to that one, this guy to this guy. There he is. Then it's my guy here for my new LED fixture. Include them in. There we go. Take some crimpers. Crimp. Get some of the dirt off. Wrap them around as much as I can. Go take a crimp, and as I go down, I spin. Just like that. And crimp again. Just make sure it's tight. What I do is I always open them like this, so then this side closes towards me. In we go. It goes in. This is what I was talking about. You want to make sure you have enough cable, because this needs to be done like, as you can see, it oozes out, right? And then the cable goes to the side and these little pockets right here, and then it clips. And we go, and these are DBY connectors. And we go, snap we go, and there's your finished project.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button and smash that bell. We'd love to have you be a part of our Outdoor Inspirations family. And if you have any comments, please put them below. We'll see you in the next video.